Hey guys, welcome to my channel. In this video, I want to talk about how you should pick your first transcendent or first couple of transcendence or tier 3 characters as a new free to play player. So before starting anything, I wanna tell you a short description what a tier 3 or a transcendence is. Basically, when you get your character to level 70 and gear 25, you can basically tier 3 them, and it will give you a particular stat bump on your energy attack, physical defense, physical attack, and HP. And it will also give you a new skill, which is this skill right here, with some specific stats, and it's basically, for the most part, is the most damage dealing skill. And also for awakening characters, you can awaken potential a character by just taking them to level 70. But if you want to transcend them, and you want to get those attack buffs, or stat buffs for their physical attacks, HP, and etc., you wanna upgrade their gears to 25 and also max their awaken skill to level 6. Then you can transcend them, and transcendence is definitely, I guess, stronger than awakening. It's way stronger. And if you wanna use these transcend potential character for some specific content like danger room, now you gotta transcend them. Sorry, transcend them. So speaking of those basics, let me just tell you what you wanna follow. As a free-to-play character player, what you wanna focus on, you wanna focus on those characters who are basically good to play with a proc or a CTP of energy, because as a free to play player you don't get that much CTP of rages. As a free to play player, you can guarantee yourself basically just 3 CTPs of rages. One from this Ant-Man in the Wasp legendary battle, you can see so right here, from taking Giant Man's uniform to heroic, you can get a CTP selector, you can get a rage from there. It's good. And then following up in Avengers Endgame Extreme Battle by taking Thanos type enhancement to rank 3, stage 3, you can get a CTB of praise. And from Far From Home, I guess so. Let me just see it real quick. Yes, by taking Spider-Man's type enhancement to stage 3, you can get another CTP selector. So these are those 3 easy ways from which you can get a CTP of rage. You can also get a CTP of rage by clearing, I guess, stage floor 120 or 130, I guess, of Shadowland. But that's pretty high. That's pretty high. You can see my best record is stage floor 73 with, a pretty wide roster. So it's not that easy. I told you the easiest ways you can get a CTP of rage. So that's why you wanna take characters who are good to play with the proc and just have easy rotation, I guess so. So first thing first, you gotta take Shirong. Obviously, you get her almost free by doing, I guess, Agent Training Center. I guess that's what its name is called. At level 60, you can just take her to level 70, tier 3 her. You can even just put a random proc like 160, 180. She'll do like good content for you initially. Obviously, if you want to push for high stages, you gotta give her a CTB of energy. But for low end content, you can definitely make her work. And also pick her the latest uniform, Starlight armor. Also, as a free to play player, I'm keep saying character. As a free to play player, you should focus on characters who are just two-way, good for PvE and PvP, because you wanna just get those crystals from time limiter as much as you can. They are still bad, but you gotta get those. Yes. So another recommendation for me for you guys is Black Widow. I don't have her at tier 3 because I don't need her. I have other good characters. You can just tier 3 her and just pick her just snow suit, and it will do bonkers damage for you in both PvE and PvP. There are some counters to her, obviously, like Silver Surfer and Sentry. Captain Marvel can also counter her because of her ignore icon. So, and you can also consider Captain Marvel. She's a very good character to start an account for. Very good two-way characters. You can give her a CTP of destruction and she will do good content for you. And these are the characters which you can definitely go for as a free-to-play character tier 3. You can also pick Captain America. He is pretty good for Proxima. He's good to play, easy to play with the proc. You gotta just do 5 cancel 4 proc, 5 cancel 4 proc. You can go with either of uniforms like Endgame or this one right here. If you are a big fan of Captain America, like this, the classic Captain America, you can definitely go for it. The only backlash is it just don't have any heal, which sucks. And heal in this uniform is very important. This makes you very. I just can't tell how much big of a difference it makes. So these are basically the characters. You can also consider Doctor Strange, but he needs a CTP of Rage, as you can see. You can consider Thor. He's quite good. I will recommend to tier 3 him. I guess so, because you can make him work with a proc. And the nasty thing about him is this defense down. You wanna play your world boss ultimate, and the defense down is the king. There. So that's my list. That's my recommendation. Basically. So, or you can also consider not Odin, Hulk. He's very good for PvP. Definitely. That's what I did. And with these characters, you can just go. You got one universal, one blast, one combat, and for speed category, you can go Black Widow. There are just 4. Sort of maintains the balance. For transcendent character, the first character you wanna build, I will recommend Moon Knight. He's pretty good with the proc, easy to farm now. You don't need Morbius for him, and he just claps content. With the CTP of energy, I'm clearing stage 1 null without any support characters as a free to play. He just claps. And second character I'll personally recommend either Gambit or Beta Rebel. Gambit is paywall, but many people got his bios from the Danger Room packs when Danger Room got reworked and the extreme mode was introduced. That's where I got my Gambit. I didn't spend any money. So from there I built him. I took him to 6-star by using tickets, which we can easily get from event shop, and I also use a mega tier ticket, and he's just bonkers. I cleared stage 1 null with this proc using a support characters. So as Beta Rebel is that OP, you can do one shots with him quite easily. You need to have weapon X on the striker slots, but you can do it pretty easily. You can also pick weapon X from the selector that you get for free initially. He can work very well with a proc or a CTP of energy. It's even better than energy is even better than a rage for him, and he is also pretty good for null, good for one shots. That's a whole package for PvE content. That's what I suggest. If you consider characters whom you want to give your first CTPs of rages, listen, the CTP of rages you wanna give to those characters who are basically not gonna work with the proc, like Ghost Rider, Odin, characters like them, like Doctor Strange. You also need to consider how you can play with the character. Like Doctor Strange is very hard to play. I mean, you gotta be very quick with your fingers. Just 5-4-3-2, 5-4-3-2. If you can do that, even with the CTP of Rage, you cannot make the best out of him. Whereas Odin is a little bit easy. Ghost Rider is also a pretty difficult character to play with the proc. That's why they need a Rage, because they are difficult to play with the proc. These are just characters who can you easily obtain. They are mostly 800 CF characters. For Gambit you might need a little bit, but Moon Knight, Beta Ray is just awesome. I didn't recommend Mystique because she requires 2500 crystals, and as a new player you don't have those crystals. You cannot invest those crystals into Mystique. You gotta purchase some uniforms. Obviously most characters that I provided you are gonna need their uniforms. Also character which I will recommend, it might be expensive. He's one of the most expensive characters in the game, but Sentry. Yes, I will recommend the first expensive character in terms of time to build is Sentry, because he's just awesome for world boss ultimate because of his defense down, top character for PvP, and he just claps. If you got good build on him, he can do null with the proc and so on and so forth. And that was my small list right here. So you can definitely disagree with my list, and you can also recommend new characters, other characters. If you think that they are good to build for initially free to play characters, new players, you can also tell me down in the comments. So that was my lit. You are welcome to disagree with me. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.